Welcome in to the USL PRO Weekend Review. My name's Nicholas Murray, very pleased to be joined by David Wagner as we take a look back at this past weekend's action, starting out in Sacramento, where Republic FC welcomed another 20,231 fans to a sold-out Hughes Stadium and took a second victory against the LA Galaxy 2-1 win, Rodrigo Lopez with the game-winning goal. Things that really seem to be moving in the right direction for Republic FC, both on and off the field.
Yeah, fantastic crowd, fantastic win for Sacramento, an important one for them as well. They've had a few ups and downs this year, but they came out, they had a solid performance that night. Obviously, they had to benefit a little bit in the second half of being up a man. That said, they did a lot of the work before then. They came in, it's a very good LA side, and they're the only team that's beaten LA so far this year. So fantastic for them against a very good team.
Well, a team that needed to get a home bounce was the Harrisburg City Islanders, and they finally got off the slide with not only their first home win of the season, but their first home goals. Clesio Balquet and Morgan Langley each scored twice as they took a thrilling 5-3 victory against the Dayton Dutch Lions. Now, a 4-0 win in the Open Cup, a 5-3 win in the league. Is this the point of the season where things start clicking on City Island?
That's what Bill Betcher and the staff is going to hope there. Our question for them going into the season was who's going to score the goals. Obviously, last year they were very prolific in their attack. They lost a lot of guys, a lot of new faces coming in. We've talked about Clesio several times this year. We've talked about him here. We've talked about him on the podcast. Huge game for him this weekend. And then the other person that stepped up big this weekend was Morgan Langley. Fantastic match. Definitely a huge momentum shift for Harrisburg. Something they're really going to need as we move into this middle point of the season.
Now, two teams that were able to maintain their momentum over this weekend were the Richmond Kickers and the Rochester Rhinos. Richmond went into Oklahoma City, scored in the opening minute and took a 4-1 win, and then held on for a 0-0 draw against the Chicago Fire Reserves to extend their undefeated streak to 6 games. Rochester, on the other hand, moved their undefeated streak to 7 games with an impressive 1-0 win against the Pittsburgh Riverhounds. Now, these two teams are both playing very nicely indeed. What is it that's standing out about both as they maintain this undefeated run?
For me, for it's Richmond, I think they're really picking up Coach Lee Kalashaw's system. You saw a similar thing with them. They came in, they had some new faces there, some guys left, some new guys in, some new DC players, also some DC players that are stepping it up a little bit more, like a Michael Seaton. So they're really kind of getting into that Richmond system and then cranking out the type of results that we saw them with last year. For me, Rochester, it's been fantastic. You got the new coach coming this year. They're very, very solid defensively, only giving up a handful of goals this year. I still think they have a ceiling that they haven't hit offensively. I still think they can get better as everyone gets a little bit more comfortable there and they really establish a proven goal scorer. So they're both rounding in the form. It's really important for both sides for Richmond to hit that midseason stride and Rochester to bounce back from where they were last year.
Well, Richmond within touching distance of second place in the LA Galaxy 2 with a game in hand and just 2 points back. Rochester really moving in a positive direction, solidly in the playoff positions right now. We'll talk more about this on Wednesday in the USL PRO Weekly podcast, and we hope you join us again on Friday as we take a look ahead to this weekend's action. Until then, for David, my name's Nicholas. Thanks for joining us.